Please join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing after for the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Proclamation in remembrance and appreciation of veterans. Whereas our veterans represent the very best of America. They have bravely answered the call to serve in the finest military force in the world, and they have earned the dignity that comes with wearing the uniform and defending our great flag. And whereas, on Veterans Day, we remember these heroes for their valor, loyalty, dedication, and encourage all Americans to recognize the fortitude and sacrifice of our veterans through public ceremonies and private thoughts and prayers. And whereas, we continue to be inspired by the patriotism and dedication of those in uniform who continue to defend the principles on which our nation was founded, and whereas, the freedoms we enjoy as Americans do not come without a price. Our nation's veterans have sacrificed to preserve and protect our country and Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And whereas, throughout our history, courageous men and women have donned the uniform of our armed forces and built a noble tradition of faithful and dedicated service to our nation. And whereas, their abiding patriotism and enduring devotion to the ideas on which the United States is founded can never fail to inspire us. Further, we are sincerely grateful for the service and sacrifice of all veterans. I call upon all to join me in honoring the contributions of our veterans to the principles of democracy, individual freedom, and human rights. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful for
lives of our local heroes from the Decorah High School community who are currently deployed with the Iowa Army National Guard. They are currently deployed throughout the Middle East. Although they are far from home, defending our freedoms across the globe, they took the time to answer 3 questions for us: how their time at Decorah High School prepared them for their service, why they chose to join the military, and what one thing they wish they could be doing right now back here with us. The following video shares their heartfelt responses.
What's up, DHS? This is Specialist Dane Freedom. I graduated from Decorah in 2022.
How's it going? I'm Lieutenant Eric Spencer, and I graduated Decorah High School in 2017.
My name's Nick Rowley.
Good afternoon, Decorah High School. I'm Specialist Sean Bennett. I graduated Decorah High School back in 2014.
Hey, good morning, Decorah High School. My name is Robert Smetsrud, graduation class of 2016.
Hi, my name is Sergeant Ben Duggar.
Hi, my name is Specialist White.
My name is Sergeant Leah Oxidall.
I'm Specialist Vic Deckard, and I graduated in 2020.
I'm an 88 Mike. That's a motor transport operator. Best job in the Army.
I'm a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army. Been in for a little over 4 years now, I think. I was enlisted going in, and a couple of years ago I went to Federal Officer Bandit School, got selected, and got my commission down at Fort Benning, Georgia. Following that, I went to Infantry Officer School, and then Ranger School and Airborne School. So knocked all those out.
The reason I joined is not a great inspirational one, but I always wanted to, and when I found out about the National Guard being part-time, it sounded right up my alley, and I just went for it. I've been in the Iowa National Guard for about 3.5 years now.
I've been in the National Guard for 5 years. I'm an 11th Bravo with some infantrymen.
I chose to join really because of the call for service. I always wanted to be in the military, and the Guard was a good way to be able to still be a civilian, live in the Midwest, and live a normal life, but then do this on the weekends, and then when we have deployments, when we go on deployment.
I chose for the service, the experience, and the traveling.
Had a lot of opportunities, great chances to travel the world, meet a lot of people.
I'd have to say all the connections you make. And luckily, like, my brother and I, we both enlist at the same time, and we're both experiencing this deployment that we're on. We're both here, so we've been able to do stuff together, run missions together, operations together. So that's been a really fun time as well.
I chose to join the National Guard to serve my country and get the opportunity to do cool things like deploying to the Middle East.
I chose to join the Army National Guard to help pay for college. Simplest answer is Texas Roadhouse, 10% makes a difference in the long run. Especially this case is a big reason. There is a handful of other reasons, but I don't want to bore everybody with all the reasons.
And my favorite part of my military career is getting to run around with a whole bunch of machine guns and explosives, and also the camaraderie.
I chose to serve in the Iowa National Guard to get my college paid for, to do something bigger than myself, and to be able to live a civilian life while serving my country.
The reason why I chose the Guard over active is because I also enjoy having a civilian life, a civilian lifestyle on top of military lifestyle. It's a good mix of both. In that way, I also don't have to move around the country, move around the world every couple of years. So I like having that structure, and also being able to serve the community I live in.
Staying busy was really big. I remember only having like a study hall, I think my senior year, one study hall. And so it was really the discipline to do all those extra classes and extra homework. On top of it, I did music, vocal, and band, and then I did 4 sports. So just staying busy all the time, kept me disciplined, and that's something that carries over huge into the military.
Decorah High School definitely prepared me. Mr. Tongan, thank you for making me crush some weight in the weight room. That definitely has helped me. To be honest with you, I don't think anything could ever prepare you for the environment that we're living in right now. You just kind of get things thrown at you, and you take it like it is, and you adjust to the thing.
I think the biggest thing that school, and mainly cross country, all you cross country people, is waking up early in the morning. Like, you know, how on Fridays, I don't know if you guys still do it, but you used to go and wake up early on Fridays and have cross country practice right before school. It's pretty similar in the military.
Like your sports, probably to be very kind of persistent person, persevere through all of life's challenges, and just keep working hard.
I would say the schedule and just the routine of showing up to class every day helped prepare me for the National Guard, and also having to do push-ups for showing up late to strength. Shout out Mr. Tonyan.
One thing before high school prepared me for this deployment is it taught me discipline that is needed to be in the Army.
I'd say the thing that prepared me most for my Army career was Mike Cummings' lifting program.
I'd have to say definitely like being involved in athletics. It helped a lot. The early morning lifting sessions with Coach Tongan, football, track and field, and then carrying those over to my time at Windsor College and being able to compete on the collegiate level was a big one.
If I were back at Decorah High School right now, the thing that I would want to be doing is being at cross country practice with Coach Nimrod, Coach Nowak, and my closest friends.
I was playing football. I miss it. I really do. Putting the pads on Friday night, it was a hell of an experience.
Being with my friends, good to see them a lot. Very busy.
One thing I wish I could be doing if I was at Decorah High School again is to be playing soccer and to be running on the nice trails that Decorah has and on grass rather than on the sanded ponds.
For sure, soccer.
Well, athletics, you know, having that great program that we have there, as well as the music program. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed playing in orchestra, singing in choir. Miss those days.
One thing I wish I could do if I was back at DHS is play sports and also Friday night football.
I hear y'all got McDonald's Monopoly before I got back, so that is 100% what I'd be doing on my senior study hall if I was back right now. That or going to some quick start and getting some McChickens.
I appreciate you guys reaching out to me and letting me make this video for y'all. So thank you guys. Go Lights.
Hopefully y'all have a great day.
I hope y'all have a great Veterans Day.
Our next piece, Armed Forces Salute, is a medley of songs from each branch of the military. When the branch that you serve in is being highlighted, it is tradition that you stand and be recognized if you're able. Near the conclusion of the song, I will ask everyone to rise to honor our veterans. Army, the Cason song. United States Navy anchors away. Everyone please stand.
sharing the poem on the back of today's program, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the story behind it and the spirit that brings it to life. Sorry, yes, you can be seated. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Routh. The poem, I Am a Veteran, was written by Andrea C. Brett of the Brett Show in Branson, Missouri. Over many years of performing, Andrea and her family have met thousands of veterans who have attended their shows, ordinary men and women whose stories of service, sacrifice, and quiet courage left a lasting mark. She wrote this poem as a tribute to them, to give voice to those whose heroism too often goes unspoken, and whose devotion to our nation continues long after their time in uniform. I would also like to commend Douglas F. Smith of VFW Post 1977 here in Decorah, who personally reached out to Andrea to secure permission for us to share her poem with you today. Doug specifically requested that I Am a Veteran be read as part of our program because its message resonated deeply with his own experience as a veteran. Through his efforts and Andrea's gracious approval, we were able to both read this poem aloud and share it with you in print. I hope that these words will touch each of you as they did for Mr. Smith and our veterans. Their families and all gathered here will feel gratitude we hold for your service, your sacrifices, and your steadfast protection of the freedoms we enjoy. Freedoms that are easy to take for granted, yet are never free. As we listen to I Am a Veteran, may we be reminded that behind every uniform is a story of courage and love of country, and that the strength of our nation endures because of people like you. I Am a Veteran by Andrea Christensen Brett. You may not know me the first time we meet. I'm just another you see on the street. But I am the reason you walk and breathe free. I am the reason for your liberty. I am a veteran. I work in the local factory all day. I own the restaurant just down the way. I sell you insurance. I start your IV. I've got the best looking grandkids you'll ever see. I'm your grocer, your banker, your child's school teacher. I'm your plumber, your barber, your family's preacher. But there's a part of me you don't know very well. Just listen a moment, I have a story to tell. I'm a veteran. I joined the service while still in my teens. I traded my prom dress for camouflage greens. I'm the first in my family to do something like this. I followed my father like he followed his. Defying my fears and hiding my doubt, I married my sweetheart before I shipped out. I missed Christmas, then Easter, the birth of my son, but I knew I was doing what had to be done. I served on the battlefront, I served on the base. I bound up the wounded and begged for God's grace. I gave orders to fire, I followed commands. I marched into conflict in far distant lands. In the jungle, the desert, on the mountains and shores, in bunkers and tents on dank earthen floors. While I fought on the ground, in the air, on the sea, my families and friends were home praying for me. For the land of the free and the home of the brave, I faced my demons in foxholes and caves. Then, one dreaded day, without drummer or fife, I lost an arm, my buddy lost his life. I came home and moved on, but forever was changed. The perils of war in my memory remained. I don't really say much, I don't feel like I can, but I left home a child and came home a man. There are thousands like me, thousands more who are gone, but their legacy lives as time marches on. White crosses in rows and names carved in Q remind us of what those brave souls had to do. I'm part of a fellowship, a strong, mighty band of each man and each woman who has served this great land. And when old glory waves, I stand proud, I stand tall. I keep her flying over you, over all. I am a veteran. Thank you. As we conclude this portion of our program, we pause to honor the men and women who have served our nation with courage, sacrifice, and unwavering devotion. Their service has safeguarded the freedoms we enjoy today and the ideals that define who we are as people. At this time, I invite everyone to please rise and join me in a moment of silence in memory of all who have served, and especially those who gave their lives in defense of our country. Following the moment of silence, our instrumental music students, Nils Pearson and Clara Kelly, will perform taps. I ask that you remain standing in silence through the performance and until the colors are retired. After the colors have been retired, Mr. Cody will prompt the audience to take their seats, and our program will conclude with the performance of Stars and Stripes Forever. When the ceremony concludes, we ask that our veterans and their family members exit first, assisted by our ushers. Students will then be dismissed for lunch. They're probably to homeroom for their next class. Take your program with you if you'd like. And at this point, I would like to have everybody join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. thank you all for coming out. At this time, I'd like to have our veterans and families, you guys are free to leave, and our seniors and students and everybody to sit to put until we get everybody out here. Thank you for coming.